Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members and staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is customary for the university and its guests to gather as a body for the purpose of conferring academic awards on its graduates. To members of a university, a ceremony for the conferring of awards is a particularly important and happy occasion in the university year. To all of you, I extend a warm welcome. To graduates and diplomats, I offer congratulations and best wishes. This evening we've gathered in order that awards may be conferred on those who've satisfied the Council of the University that they have met the requirements for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Economics and Commerce and the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. The university's mission commits it to the provision of quality education, research training and service in partnership with industry, commerce and the community, regionally, nationally and internationally. It's also committed to the continuous improvement of these processes. The university has a commitment to the advancement and transmission of knowledge by the pursuit, recognition and the achievement of excellence in scholarship, research and teaching. This will be evidenced in the course of today's ceremony. Education today is about the acquisition of lifelong learning skills. I believe that the awards to be conferred upon our graduates and diplomats today will qualify them to make significant contributions in the local, national, and in the case of some, the international community. Lastly, I take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testamers today that as graduates and diplomats of the university, you automatically become members of Convocation. Thus you join some 40,000 other graduates and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance of the university. Through Convocation, you will also be kept informed of the activities and developments of the university. By the authority conferred upon me by the Council, I will now formally confer academic awards. Will all candidates for admission to degrees and other awards please stand? In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the programme on all those graduates and diplomats who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present. I now call on the Acting Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Business. Matthew Aquilina. Benjamin Bailey. Aaron Barwell. Christopher Bash. Stephen Blanche. Duncan Brackle. Samuel Brandsma. Emma Coombe. Stephen Cox. Carl Dietz. Christy Dunn. Guy Fitzpatrick. Julie Fitzpatrick. Budi Hartano. Scott Hawkins. Bruce Jones. Leanne Jobson. Justin Kelleher. Patrick Kelly. Karen Lemke. James Levy. Tusara Lianarachai. Alison Main. Corey McCarthy. Lisa McFadden. Sher North. Roberto Morelli. Natalie Morgan. James Mullard. Peter Nicolatatos. Jeannie Noon. Ruth Painter. Lisa Paul. Simon Peary. Emma Regan. Fiona Roach. Gregory Robson. Brett Sanders. Leslie Slevin. Mark Spinks. Ian Stalvies. Michael Sweet. Anthony Timbrell. Terence Trujillo. Catherine White. Melanie Williams. Samantha Wu. Peter Wynne. And for the award with merit, Peter Hollingsworth. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Marketing. Rodney Nash. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of Graduate Diploma in Taxation. Stuart Duckett. That concludes the award of presentation of the graduates of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences to present diplomates and graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied requirements for the award of Diploma in Applied Science in the specialisation of Medical Radiation Technology, Diagnostic Radiography, Aaron David Hogg. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, Garth Lawson Anderson. Michael Dahl. David Grant. Neil Grigg. Beverly Jackson. Robert Johnson. Peter Kilpatrick. Kenneth Lacey. Jeffrey Randall. Adrian Reynolds. Warren Sterling. Clive Woodington. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science in the specialisation of Consumer Science. Megan Amidi. Jennifer Ashard. Gail Carter. Pauline Chow. Annette Coad. Shona English. Carmen Gill. Sharon Geddes. Deborah Johnson. Juliet Cowter. Gillian Knight. Kim Laurie. Ingrid Lim. Joanne Moxie. Emma Purcell. Michelle C. Elizabeth Sweeney. Bronwyn Wilcox. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science in the specialization of Medical Radiation Technology, Diagnostic, Michelle Bantoft. Scott Berger. Samantha Brinsmead. Craig Costello. Stacey Culbert. Yvonne Dash. Claire Garahy. Katie Griffin. Craig Hearn. Priscilla Jensen. Christopher Kurtz. Alexander McGann. Siobhan MacDonald. Mark O'Reilly. Sarah Pym. Christy Roberts. Teresa Rosser. Jane Schofield. Deepa Shrestha. Darren Stevenson. Megan Tate. Anthony van Schoonhoven. Marcel Wall. And in nuclear medicine, Troy Anderson. Nathan Cassidy. David Gambrell. Anne-Marie Casildo. Lisa McFarlane. Angela Prowse. Elizabeth Rose. Tan Watson. Melinda Wilson. And in radiation therapy, Jennifer Hamilton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science in the specialisation of Nutrition and Dietetics, Kelly Anderson. Linnell Angus. Michelle Carroll. Peter Fryer. Tanya Griffin. Melissa Hart. Angela Hughes. Joanne Jones. Karen McCavanagh. John Mully. Amanda Naylor. Grant Nicol. Aurelia Nowak. Joanne Parkinson. Kayleen Poor. Maxine Toogood. Belinda Van Geloff. Melanie Walters. Jodie Wellham. Catherine Wheatley. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Health Science in the specialisation of Occupational Therapy. Julia Bailey. Honours, Class 2, Division 1, Sonia Greedy. Honours, Class 1, Elizabeth Ford. Honours, Class 1, Leonie Murphy. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Medical Sciences, Honours Class 1, Katie Hardy. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Medicine, Louise Allport. Yoland Antill. Kirsten Atkins. Marina Beta. Sean Bond. Andrew Booker. Jennifer Broughton. Alex Brown. Anna Berger. Jacqueline Canessa. Anthony Cook. Melinda Davis. Jonathan Dowling. Melissa Finch. Elizabeth Freihout. Jane Gray. Matthew Gray. Katarina Janczewski. Emma Johnston. Caroline Jones. Sophie Kavanagh. Louis Langov. Taggart Lidbury. Sharon Siu Yun Lo. Andrew Lozcik. Ruth Lopat. Mark McKinnon. Fiona McCormick. Kirsty Morris. Louise North. Bronwyn Orr. Stephen Pickering. Craig Russell. Mary Saman. Tanya Schramm. Peter Siefken. Marissa Smith. Megan Thomas. Susan Velovsky. Ray Warner. Dawson Warren. Anita Watts. Michael Wines. Sharon Wood. Anastasia Zesis. And with honours, Julia Brotherton. With honours, Janice Chamberlain. With honours, Natalie Cordawiner. With honours, Katrina Doyle. With honours, Blake Eddington. With honours, Lucinda Grinham. With honours, Elizabeth Jordan. With honours, Sarah Martin. With honours, Justine Minshall. With honours, John Sestan. With honours, Merin Tomai. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Epidemiology, Guy Douglas Eslick. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Epidemiology in the specialisation of Clinical Epidemiology, Meredith Cayley. Stephen Goulet. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Genetic Counselling, Bronwyn Burgess. Janet Clark. Anita Wicker. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Promotion, Meredith Taberner. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Sciences in the specialisation of Clinical Drug Dependent Studies, Amanda Boot. Jennifer Lee Gallagher. Bronwyn Hutchinson. Kenneth O'Neill. Reka Tierney. Jennifer van Genderen. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Science in the specialisation of primary health care. Helen Kendall. Bernadette Pryor. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Science in the specialisation of women's health. Marilyn Bremner. Janet Watkins. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Services Management, Anne Chung. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Social Sciences in the specialisation of health promotion, Therese Jones. Rachel Leary. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Medical Statistics. Ian Clare. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied requirements for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety. Louise Cahill. William Clifton. Mark Howe. Jennifer McPherson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Health Services Management, Vivienne Allenson. Marianne Roth. Alison Roots. Leah Shelley. Huai Ching Su. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of the diplomates and graduates of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences.
I call on the Pro-Vice-Chancellor Research to present Research Masters and a Doctor of Philosophy degree candidates.
Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science. I present to you Janice Hinderaker, who holds the Bachelor of Science from this university. Ms. Hinderaker's thesis is on the diagnostic value of instantaneous axes of rotation in headache and neck pain. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science in the specialisation of Health Promotion. Chancellor, I present to you Gregory John Mowbray, who holds the Bachelor of Education from this university. Mr. Mowbray's thesis is on the effectiveness of media and workplace-based strategies to promote a reduction of abdominal obesity in blue-collar males, a pilot study. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science in the specialisation of Pharmacoepidemiology. I present to you Jane Robertson, Bachelor of Pharmacy from the University of Queensland. Ms. Robertson's thesis is on study quality, development and testing of instruments for evaluation of interventions in postmenopausal osteoporosis. Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a prescribed program of study, principally of research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and original contribution to knowledge and understanding of the field of knowledge with which it is concerned. Today, the University is proud to honour Doctor of Philosophy graduates who have satisfied these rigorous criteria for the award of the degree. Chancellor, I present to you Richard Bates, Bachelor of Science with Honours from this university. Dr. Bates' thesis is entitled Cell Adhesion and Apoptosis of Colon Cancer. The study was undertaken to gain knowledge of the processes involved in tumour cell growth and metastasis, using a colon cancer cell line. Several discoveries were made and specific molecules were identified as regulating a cell suicide pathway. It was revealed from the manipulation of this pathway that they may confer a selective advantage to the spreading of cancer cells. Chancellor, I present to you Edmund John Hennessy, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery from the University of Sydney. Dr. Hennessy's thesis is entitled Behavioural and Automatic Control of the Bronchial Circulation. This thesis defines the hitherto unknown physiological controls of the bronchial circulation, an erectile vascular bed lining the airways of the lung. The bed dilates and the airways narrow due to nervous controls during sleep, sighing, coughing and sneezing, and due to lack of oxygen. Interestingly, blood pressure effects have no effect. The findings provide new understanding of lung diseases such as asthma. Chancellor, the award of this Doctor of Philosophy is both a commendation of its quality and a pointed occasion, for Dr. Hennessy became ill as the work was completed and subsequently died in December of 1995. All three examiners made the same recommendation, and I quote from one of the examiners' reports. This is an outstanding thesis detailing original and important contributions to the understanding of nervous and local factors governing the bronchial circulation. This thesis, by every standard and without amendment, is indeed worthy of the award of the Doctor of Philosophy's degree. Chancellor, the award will be received on behalf of Dr. Hennessy's family by his wife Lorna and his daughter Margaret Hennessy. To the Chancellor. Chancellor, I present to you Sally Ann Newell, Bachelor of Science with Honours from the Polytechnic of East London. Dr. Newell's thesis is entitled Assessing the Effectiveness of Personal Health Record Booklets at Increasing Preventive and Screening Behaviours for Cancer and Cardiovascular Disease. This thesis culminated in the largest known trial of the effectiveness of written health education materials and personal health record booklets at improving health-related behaviours among the community. While such materials can be an effective way of communicating information, the results of this study suggest that on their own they are unlikely to result in significant changes in health-related behaviours and therefore should be used with these limitations in mind. Chancellor, I present to you Rhonda Reynolds, Bachelor of Arts with Honours from this university. Dr. Reynolds' thesis is entitled Confocal Microscopy of Myelinated Peripheral Nerve, Insights from New Methods Developed and Applied to the Issue of Gradients in Wallerian Degeneration. The early events in nerve degeneration are important to elucidate because it is now recognised that this early degenerative phase in some way provides a platform for subsequent nerve regeneration. This study capitalised on a new imaging system known as confocal microscopy, and a method was developed which, for the first time in experimental neurology, enabled individual myelinated nerve fibres to be pinpointed among the thousands in a whole nerve trunk and then imaged in detail over long distances. Applied quantitatively to degenerating nerves, this method provided the first morphological evidence for simultaneous existence of two gradients of degeneration in the distal region of an injured nerve trunk, one moving anterogradedly and the other moving retrogradedly. These data reconcile long-standing controversy in this field and will enable future studies of nerve degeneration and regeneration at the molecular level to be more precisely targeted. More widely, the confocal imaging method and associated rating scales developed in this study will provide a valuable complement to existing methods in neuropathological diagnosis, especially in conditions where spatiotemporal gradients are an issue. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Masters and Doctor of Philosophy degree graduates.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you James Cox for admission to the degree of Master of Occupational Health and Safety honoris causa. James Cox was born in Newcastle in 1937 and has lived all his life in this city. He was educated at New Lambton Public School and at Newcastle Technical High School, leaving in 1951 to become an apprentice in the Newcastle Railway workshops. Like most other parents of 50 years ago, James' parents were strongly influenced by the experiences of the Depression years. It was important for him to have a trade and a steady job. He had to complete his education to intermediate level at night school and subsequently completed a TAFE certificate in mechanical engineering in 1964. Not unexpectedly for a Newcastle boy of the time, James Cox began work as an apprentice with the railways. He moved on in 1957 to work at BHP, starting on the shop floor and finishing in 1970 as engineering supervisor. At the age of 33, he entered government service, initially in the Department of Labour and Industry, subsequently rising through the various New South Wales departments and agencies responsible for occupational health and safety. James Cox's contribution to work safety in New South Wales began with reforms in the Inspectorate, the frontline troops whose job is to ensure that the will of Parliament, as expressed in acts and regulations concerning the workplace, is effectively carried out on the shop floor and in the office. His initial overhaul of the organisational structure of the Inspectorate was quickly followed by opening the recruitment process to men of non-trade background and to women. These changes were accompanied by reforms to the career paths of inspectors and by improvements in the management arrangements by which they carried out their tasks. With these organisational matters firmly locked into place, James Cox was able to proceed with the next phase of his program. This was to begin the transformation of the Inspectorate to a truly professional body. Members of such a body would no longer be bound by knowledge gained only from experience, but would be able to supplement this with organised and scientifically based information. With this aim in view, some 10 years ago, he sought out what was then the Hunter Institute of Higher Education to develop academic programs beginning with an associate diploma in occupational health and safety. Following the amalgamation of the two tertiary institutions in the Hunter, this course became the responsibility of the University of Newcastle, specifically the discipline of environmental and occupational health within the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences. Building on the foundations that had been laid, a bachelor's degree in occupational health and safety was developed, taking its first students in 1994. These reforms in the nature of the Inspectorate, accompanied by the other changes in work cover, largely at the initiative of James Cox, have resulted in a highly visible work safety enforcement strategy in New South Wales, which is now regarded as the Australian leader in this field. In the broader sense of workplace safety, James Cox and his colleagues at WorkCover have over the years developed an Australian model of health and safety management which is based on quality assurance. In the broader arena, James Cox has chaired state committees concerned with pest control licensing, the hospitality industry and the construction industry. On a national level, he has chaired the WorkSafe National Hazardous Construction Work Steering Committee and is a member of the National Occupational Health and Safety Administrators Group. Internationally, he has advised as Australian representative on occupational health and safety matters to Fiji and Papua New Guinea and provided assistance to the Eastern European labour inspectorates. The creation of the safe workplace has been James' self-imposed task, a task which has carried him from being a 14-year-old apprentice fitter and machinist in the Newcastle railway workshops to his present position of Divisional Manager of WorkCover and member of the WorkCover Executive. This visionary approach to occupational health and safety has led directly to the development of the university's occupational health and safety courses and the forging of links between higher education, industry and government. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you James Wilton Cox for admission to the degree of Master of Occupational Health and Safety honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit James Cox to the degree of Master of Occupational Health and Safety honoris causa. We will now have a musical interlude presented by members of the University Choir.
This evening we'll sing two Australian folk songs, Wallaby Stew and Van Diemen's Land.
Oh, Dad, he got 5 years or more, as everybody knows. And now he lives in Maitland jail with arrows on his clothes. He ran around and pulled a cloth and never left a trail. So I'll relate the family's fate since Dad got put in jail. So stir the wallaby stew, make soup of the kangaroo's tail. I tell you things is pretty tough since Dad got put in jail. Our sheep all died a month ago of foot rot and the flu. Our cow got shot last Christmas Day by my big brother Lou. Our mother's got a shearer coat forever in hell. Our family will have grown a bit since Dad got put in jail. So stir the wallaby stew, make soup of the kangaroo's tail. I tell you things is pretty tough since Dad got put in jail.
Our best got choked upon a book, but he's gone, we don't know where. He used to act about the sheds, but he enacted square. I sold the buggy on my own, but the place is up for sale. And won't be all that's up for grabs when Dad gets out of jail.
So stir the stew, make soup of the kangaroo's tail. I tell you things is pretty tough since Dad got put in jail. They let Dad out before his time to give us all a surprise. He came and slowly looked around, he couldn't believe his eyes. Shook hands again with the shearer cook, his voice began to fail. He left us in the shearer's hands, while he went back to jail. So stir the wallaby stew, make soup of the kangaroo's tail. I couldn't say I blame my dad for going back to jail.
Come all ye gallant poachers that ramble free from care, that walk out of a moonlit night with your dog, your gun and snare. The lofty hare and pheasant you'll have at your command, not thinking that your last career is on Van Diemen's Land. Oh, when we sailed from England, we landed at the bay. For 14 years transported, we could not tell them nay. With rotten straw for bedding, we slumber when we can. We drive away the wolves at night upon Van Diemen's Land. Oh, when that we were landed upon that fatal shore, the planters they came flocking round for 20 score and more. They ranked us up like cattle and sold us out of hand. They yoked us to the plough, my boys, to plough Van Diemen's Land.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to ask Mr. James Cox to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those days in our lives that we all should cherish. Those who have just graduated, a day of recognition of years of effort and in many cases, I'm sure, of sacrifice. To your family and friends who have supported you throughout the years of study, it is no doubt a day of great pride in what you have achieved. For the staff of this university, although having seen it all before, also have a sense of pride in what has been achieved. For me, at the other end of a working life, a truly humbling experience to be recognised by this great institution in my home city. For all of us, it is a rare event. It's a milestone, a reward, a celebration, a day to be enjoyed and remembered. In the few minutes I have, I would like to talk to you about heroes, and more particularly the heroes I have known. We all have our heroes, some mythical, some real. We don't always admit to having these heroes, or indeed acknowledge the roles they have in shaping our lives and our deeds. Some of my great heroes are Emily Pankhurst, the great activist of the suffrage movement, Nelson Mandela, the man who is leading the social change in Africa, Isambard Kingdom Brunel, a 19th century English civil engineer and businessman, and Aung San Suu Kyi, the woman leading the struggle for freedom in Burma. I think these are great people who have or who are making enormous changes in this world. Is there a Mandela or a Pankhurst here this evening? It is possible but unlikely, because it is really, in reality, there are very, very few of these great heroes. However, there are many people here this evening who are or will be heroes in their own right. All of us have it within us to contribute to our society and to make a difference in some way, however small. We live in a unique community in a great civilised country. Our community is rich in its diversity, where traditional heavy industry and mining have been successfully integrated with rural, health and education industries. It is a community that offers much as a place to live and work. Not a perfect place, but a very good place indeed. Of course, it hasn't always been so. Europeans came to this valley soon after the New South Wales colony was established, and the conditions under which the convict workforce laboured and lived were horrendous. The working lives of many early miners and steel workers who came later was also very hard indeed. So over 200 years there have been vast improvements, but it is an ongoing process. My memories go back to the 1940s as a young boy living in this city, and some of the memories I carry with me to this day are the constant pall of thick smoke that hung over this city. Every night at Broadmeadow railway yards, hundreds of cones of light struggled through the smoke. Or the main taste sensation of prawns that came from the Hunter River being that of tar. The memory of watching a badly injured miner being lifted from a railway wagon at the gully line on his way to hospital, or a close friend of family being killed in a railway workshop accident, or my own father being injured in a steel industry accident, and later as a young apprentice working day after day with dry, friable asbestos. All these things were accepted by most people as the price of progress, but not by all people. Why have things changed so dramatically? It's said because community attitudes have changed. Yes, but why have community attitudes changed? Because individuals with vision and leadership have made things change for the better. In the case of Newcastle's notorious atmospheric pollution, we now have, by comparison to those days, a clean atmosphere. But if we go back to the 1950s, Newcastle City Council set up a smoke abatement advisory committee. This committee was driven by people like Vic Moore and John Meadows, individuals who were able to lead the change. Yes, it was a part of their job, and yes, there were probably activists behind the scenes pushing for improvements. But these men, working in the context of their job and with industry, brought about great improvements to this city. There is still a long way to go, but much has been achieved. Workplace health and safety, like the environment, has vastly improved over my lifetime, and unbelievably so over the last 200 years. But again, we have a long way to go. 50 people will be killed at work in New South Wales this year, but there will be another 70 who will die, of my contemporaries, who will die of mesothelioma. What can be done for these 70 men? Nothing, because they will die as a result of exposure to asbestos 35 to 40 years ago. But much is being done to protect young people today so that in 35 years' time they will not be the victims of this terrible disease. Many individuals have contributed to this vast improvement. People from the private sector, from unions, from government, and also from this institution. One of these was the late Terry Sheedy, a science lecturer at Newcastle CAE, who had the vision to plant the seed that occupational health and safety as a subject should be taught at this level, and should be a subject in its own right. This was at a time when the human and economic cost of poor work health and safety was not widely understood. From this seed has grown the bachelor's degree in a faculty that is now an Australian leader in this area, a faculty that brings together many disciplines, a faculty that looks widely at workplace health and safety as a public health issue with a strong interface with the environment, a faculty that is now having an impact in developing Asian countries. So from one man's vision, we now have a degree course that has helped people from government and industry to minimise the human, social and economic cost of poor workplace health and safety. Is Terry Sheedy or Vic Moore recognised as a hero? No. Have they affected the lives of many people? Yes, though the people whose lives have been improved or even saved don't even know them. So here we have ordinary people in ordinary jobs achieving great things through others. There are lessons here for all of us, especially the graduates. You are the future in business and in health. You have the intellect and the qualifications. Many of you will become leaders in your field. Remember, you have it in you to make a difference to our community and our society, and to contribute in a positive way to what already has been achieved. It will not be easy because there are vested interests which will resist change, even change that has obvious benefits for the community as a whole. Never forget the story, or at least the title of Bryce Courtney's book, The Power of One. Use your talents, your education, go out with a passion, with integrity, and become a Hunter Valley, Australian or world hero. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your address, Mr. Cox, with its talk of achievement and heroes. I must say yours is a noble contribution, helping to make sure that people who go to work return home safe and sound. There is no reason on earth why the 50 people who you say will be killed at work in the coming year should in fact be hurt at all. A noble profession, and thank you very much indeed. I now have great pleasure in inviting Ms. Janice Chamberlain to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, family, friends and fellow graduates. I know that some of you have travelled a long way to be here today, so thank you for coming to help celebrate our graduation. We could not have made it this far without you. It is easy to lose perspective with the seemingly enormous stress of a long case or other exam pending, and we all appreciate the invaluable love, support, and of course cash that you have given us in times of need. Thank you also to the people who are the university. There were many without whose care and attention we would not be here today. To talk to such a large and diverse group, I was racking my brains to think of something to interest you all, but I decided the best plan was to talk of my own experience. Newcastle's medical faculty has always been considered unique in its problem-solving approach to medicine. An example for the uninitiated might be the famous fishing trip, where you're stuck on a desert island with nothing more than a bath plug, a bottle of whiskey and a piece of string, and then you need to perform open-heart surgery. To illustrate just how handy this problem-solving approach can be, I'd like to relate an adventure I had last Saturday. I was horse riding out at Pete's Ridge, this is a true story, south of Gosford, when I heard a call that a girl had fallen from her horse. After a bit of a struggle, turning my horse from his headlong gallop towards home, I found the girl. She had fallen when her horse took fright and rolled down the hill. Gone are the days of galloping for help, as her boyfriend had already called for an ambulance on his mobile phone. Anyway, feeling a little silly, I approached, introducing myself as doctor. This is where the problem-solving bit came in. My heart sank, as in every doctor's worst nightmare when stranded in the bush, the girl was gasping and complaining that she could not breathe. Immediately, I imagined myself in an ER role, piercing her chest wall with a sharp stick to save her life, as her lung had been ruptured by the fall. After a quick assessment of the situation, however, it turned out that a little reassurance was all that was required. Dashing my dream of ER fame. She did, however, have neck and spine tenderness and possible rib and hip fractures, as well as no movement in her left leg. To cut a long story short, all I could do, not being equipped with plug, string or whiskey, was keep her head still until the ambulance arrived. This was where excitement started, however, as, due to the nature of her possible spinal injuries, the Ambos were not happy to drive her out, and so we called in the Westpac rescue helicopter. As you can imagine, the horses loved the bit where the chopper landed in a nearby paddock, and it was all terribly exciting, especially when one of my supervisors from Gosford Hospital stepped out of the chopper in his truly ER style abseiling rescue outfit. Anyway, I'm rambling. As it turns out, the girl can still walk, and that leads me to the moral of my story. You never do know what is going to happen tomorrow, and I believe that you should make the most of every single day. It is easy to get caught up in study or work and to forget to really live. In loving memory of Zul, a beautiful girl who started in our graduating year but tragically died in 1994, I wish you all a full and eventful life every day. Thank you.
I would like to thank Ms Chamberlain for her very important message. Thank you very much indeed. I now declare this ceremony concluded. Graduates and their guests are invited to join us in the marquee on the northern side of the Great Hall for refreshments.